All right, so a lot of people talk about how to go from 0 to 1 with organic dropshipping, how to go from $0 to your first 1K day, to your first 10K, 20K, 30K month. But a lot of people get stuck at 10, 20, or 30K month and want to scale to $100,000 a month or multi-$100,000 months. And I've been doing e-com ever since summer 2022, ever since I was 15 years old. Now I'm 18 years old. I had many 10, 20, 30K months with organic dropshipping, and it's only after I implemented these principles and these lessons and these step-by-step methods that I'm gonna break down in this video that I was able to finally break out of that cycle and scale to $100,000 a month with e-commerce. So the first step to scaling from your current 10, 20, 30K a month to $100,000 with organic dropshipping is just accepting that you're gonna have to tweak your model a little bit. It doesn't mean that you need to change your business model entirely and go into freelance bold scaling or something. It just means that you're gonna have to make some adjustments that might feel significant in your business model. For example, it might mean that you need to start running paid ads. In my case, it was going from organic dropshipping on Shopify to TikTok Shop. Now at the time when I was doing organic dropshipping, I was already doing obviously 10, 20, 30K months for probably 6 months or a year. At the time I switched to TikTok Shop fully, and I already had dozens of creators posting for my products daily on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. I was doing YouTube Shorts, by the way, side note, I was very big on YouTube Shorts, got many plaques just from dropshipping channels. It's very untapped. Anyway, I was already scaling with creators, and I realized that I already have the system built out, and the piece that was missing and the gap between me, 30K months, and $100,000 in a month generated was that system, which was TikTok Shop. So I got on TikTok Shop, and obviously there's a lot of downsides. You're gonna need to accept that, whether you pick paid ads, Meta, TikTok ads, whatever it is, or TikTok Shop, you're gonna need to invest some money. Right? So with TikTok Shop, it was inventory, white labeling the product, sending out samples to creators, paying retainers to creators, all of these things. I had to accept that in order to scale. So the first step, like I said, is just understanding that there's going to be something you need to change about organic dropshipping. Because of course you can scale to $100,000 a month with organic dropshipping, but it's just not sustainable anyway. And I made a lot of videos about this in the past, that there is a ceiling with organic dropshipping that you're going to hit inevitably. And if you're still not sure about this, or you think I'm just bullshitting, name one person who's done $1 million in a month with organic dropshipping. I'm gonna wait. There's fucking no one, and it's just $1 million. It's just 1 million. It's not even net. It's just gross revenue, right? So step 2 of going from where you're at now, maybe multi-5 figures with organic dropshipping, to 6 figures a month with organic dropshipping is, and this is going to be a pretty big one, you're going to need to find a bigger reason to make that leap and to make that jump. So the reason that got you from 0 to 1 is most likely scarcity based. It's something that was like, oh my God, I hate my life. I mean, not literally, but I don't like where I'm at right now. Maybe I'm in high school. I want to get a car. I want to get out of my parents' house, whatever it is. It was mostly coming from scarcity. And now you're going to be comfortable because you have achieved those things that you initially wanted. So you're going to hit this ceiling, and a lot of people, including me, go through this, and you're going to basically be stuck at that 10, 20, 30K months because you're complacent and comfortable. And so you need to replace that initial reason that got you from 0 to 1 with a bigger purpose or reason that will get you from 1 to 2. Now that could be surrounding yourself with people that have way higher net worth than you, surrounding yourself with people who inspire you, that make you feel small, that make you feel like there's so much more to go and get out there in the world, that make you push forward. It could also be just finding a bigger reason, like maybe doing it for your family instead of just being selfish and doing it for yourself, or for some charitable good, charitable cause, whatever it is. You need to find a bigger reason that is going to not only get you up in the morning and make you hustle away to get to 10K a month, which you've already done, but also be a good enough reason to go from that to 100K, which requires a way bigger reason, obviously. So for me, funny actually, it sounds very funny and weird, but that biggest reason was just the scarcity, or I guess the FOMO and pressure of TikTok Shop being so fucking good and such a good opportunity. And remember, I started doing TikTok Shop in 2023. It was massive. that I just didn't want to miss out on it. And I knew that there's scarcity. I have to get good on TikTok Shop. I knew it's a great opportunity with incentives, with creators. Algorithm is boosting your videos and favors your content over regular TikTok Shop, regular organic dropshippers. So I just wanted to capitalize on that opportunity. That was my reason. That was my big purpose. It was just, I want to make sure I take advantage of this opportunity while it's still around. And it's still to this day a similar thing with TikTok Shop specifically, because surprisingly, even though it's been 2 or 2.5 years since I started doing TikTok Shop, it's still a similar blue ocean opportunity. There's still not a lot of people, doing that as much as organic dropshipping. For whatever reason, people are just scared of that platform. Anyway, that's the second step, finding your bigger reason and bigger purpose. And then the third step is just going to be purely based on your mindset. All right. So I already tapped into this in step 1 or step 2, but you cannot go from 0 to 1 with the same mindset as you're going to go from 1 to 2. You're going to need to tweak some things. You're going to need to realize and reaffirm in your brain that you are fucking nothing right now. If you're at 10, 20, or 30K months, that's fucking nothing. And I understand that now. You just need to adopt that mentality. And I'm not saying, like, I'm definitely sound like a fucking asshole or a dickhead right now. I'm not trying to do any of that. I am genuinely trying to help you, because it's only when you realize that these things are very, very small, and these 10, 20, 30K months are literally nothing compared to what's out there in the world and what some people do with e-com. Like, bro, look at fucking Hudson Leo Grande. That guy's doing $1 billion a year now. He's projected to do that this year with his brand Comfort on TikTok Shop. Right, there's this, the founder of Bloom, Greg Lav. I don't know how much he's doing at this point, probably at least $500 million a year. And you're sitting here, like, these guys are doing what? Like 20, 30, 50, $1 million per month. And you're sitting here celebrating something that's 1,000 times smaller than that per month. Like, isn't that ridiculous? So that's the first mindset shift that you need to make. You need to understand that what you're doing now, it might seem good, especially if you're coming from a small town or, a family that wasn't super wealthy like me. It's gonna seem amazing and it's gonna seem crazy at first. That you're gonna be comfortable. You're gonna be able to afford all of these new things that you weren't able to afford before. Like me, for example. That's what I went through. But it's only once you change that mindset of, like, feeling like the biggest fish in the pond, feeling like the shark in the pond, and you jump into the fucking ocean and you start surrounding yourself with huge sharks, with people that are 1,000 times bigger than you, and you start watching them online, you start speaking to these people, and you cut out fully all of the, this is gonna sound really bad, but you cut out all of the normies, all of the broke people that are dragging you down and dragging down your mindset from, this person who wants to generate $100,000 a month. These people out there around you could be like, oh my God, $10,000 a month is so much money, you're so cool. Like, when you hear that and you get that information in your brain, what that does to your mindset is crazy. It's literally gonna drag you down and make you feel like that's a lot of money, even though it's not. And then you're subconsciously gonna start taking actions that are gonna keep you at that level, because you're gonna already think that it's enough, that it's good, like all these normal people around you are saying to you, like, oh my God, 10,000 is a lot of money. This is fucking dog shit, bro. You need to cut those people out, and you need to, as ruthless and bad as it sounds, you need to be selfish, and you need to cut out those people, whether it's, real life people. You obviously can't always do that, but at least people you listen to online. You can only listen to people from today onward that inspire you to grow bigger. All right, if you're still listening to that little dropshipper that's doing 10 or 20K a month, you have to stop watching his videos and instead listen to a person who's doing 6 figures a motherfucking month every single month. Or $1 million a month, even better. Because this is something I learned from Jeremy Haynes, even better. If you look at people or things that are, 10 times bigger than what you actually want to achieve, like if you listen to a person who's doing $1 million a month with e-com and you're currently at 10K, it's going to be like, getting from 10K to 100K is now suddenly going to seem like nothing. It's going to seem like a walk in the park, like a cakewalk, right? Because $1 million, like, there's so many people doing that. You're going to see all these people and they're having fun and they're not really struggling to do that. So then how easy is it to do 100K if it's so easy to do $1 million, right? So these are the 3 basically key steps that I had to take. Number 1, improve the model, change it up a little bit, whether it's running ads. In my case, it was TikTok Shop. I still feel like that's the best way to go about it, in my opinion. best way to scale a brand and to get that experience of running a brand with training wheels after going from organic dropshipping is getting on TikTok Shop. That's what I do. That's what I've taught many people to do, and it's always been very good. And then the third step is obviously working on your mindset, because it doesn't matter how many things you do, how many actions you take, as long as you're stuck in that 10K, 20K, 5K, whatever it is, mindset, you're not gonna scale anywhere. And even if you do, you're still not gonna feel fulfilled, and you're still gonna be living that reality of the 5, 10, or 20K a month person. So it's not even worth it. Everything you achieve with a bad mindset is fucking worthless. So mindset is one of the most, if not the most important steps of this entire video. So thank you for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one.